It was definitely one of a lifetime experience which we had. Someone's life is at stake, and there's a surgery happening, and you can't even afford to make one mistake, and it can cost something more fatal. Or we shot almost 7 to 8 surgeries on the day one while we were inside the operation theater. Yeah, everybody in the team, we made sure that we had walkie-talkies wired in, and we had to talk only through the walkie-talkies, even asking them to come, asking them to go. You can't ask for a second take, right? You can't say no, we'll do it again. So there is absolutely no way you can make a mistake and ask them to do it again.
Tell me about your experience on shooting inside the operation theater.
First of all, inside an operation theater, it was definitely one of a lifetime experience which we had, because I've generally never been into an operation theater, either conscious or unconscious. So, and that too for this long. So almost we were shooting inside an operation theater for almost few like 7 hours one of the days. The first time I walk in and the cameras are on and everybody, the doctors are there, the surgery is starting, and they start operating inside the eye lid, and it's just inside the retina. So it was a cataract surgery. For me, it was like too overwhelming, and definitely it was one of a lifetime experience for me shooting that. And yeah.
Wow, amazing. That was really cool. So, Rizwan, what makes filming inside an operational theater completely different from any other shoot?
Shooting inside an operation theater isn't as easy or as comfortable as shooting outside the operation theater, because one primary aspect is that the number of people who are allowed inside an operation theater is extremely restricted. Hardly, and it is a very, very sensitive environment, and everything is sanitized. You can't touch anything. You can't talk loudly. You can't communicate. You don't have the comfort of assistance, and you can't even like move around so freely. So you need to be creative, but yet you have to somehow manage to follow the rules and follow the guidelines of an operation theater. Someone's life is at stake, and there's a surgery happening, and you can't even afford to make one mistake, and it can cost something more fatal,
Okay.
or something more
Okay.
complicated.
Very interesting, very interesting. So, what safety and protocol measures did we follow before even switching the camera on?
Yeah. See, like I told you, the shooting inside an operation theater, it requires a lot more of planning, because we shot almost 7 to 8 surgeries on the day one while we were inside the operation theater. Yeah. So even before walking in, you have to change your costume to the operation theater scrubs, and you should have masks. You should have your head caps. So you can't wear anything which you're already wearing. So there was no enough pockets to keep your stuff. And once you go in, you can't come out with that costume. Once you come out, it's again the sanitization is gone, so it gets infected. So you have to go inside and you can't come out. So we had to plan much ahead of what all you have to carry inside, what are the things you have to shoot, where you'll plan, what you'll shoot. Everybody in the team, we made sure that we had walkie-talkies wired in, and we had to talk only through the walkie-talkies, even asking them to come, asking them to go. And all our team was sitting outside monitoring what is happening inside through the walkie-talkies, whatever we're communicating. If there's anything needed, we had to communicate with them, and they had to bring it to us after sanitizing that.
Amazing. So, just one and last but very important question. Why can't every production crew handle a sensitive environment like this?
So I'll tell you, the fact about shooting inside an operation theater is not just about the camera. Like I told you, you need to understand a lot more beyond the camera. One is that you have to be creative there to shoot what was happening inside, yet make sure that you're not disturbing any of the process which is happening inside that environment, or even touching anything by mistake, or doing something which can really create chaos at that kind of a sensitive environment. Why we we are specialized at doing shoots in sensitive environment is because we have done this quite a few times. We have worked under a lot of critical laboratories. We have worked in a lot of manufacturing facilities where you're not supposed to just go naked. You can't use your cell phones. You can't wear metal items, and a lot of protocols are followed across multiple situations of sensitive shooting environments. So we have done this quite a few times, and even before shooting this operation theater shoot, we made sure that we had discussed with the doctor. We had an understanding what he'll be doing, what each of them will be doing, so that we don't disturb them, yet we understand what is going to happen. And every time whatever was happening while we interacting with the doctor also, we had to understand more about what is happening at each stage, rather than asking them to stop or like try to ask what is happening. So we had to learn a lot more about the operation itself, rather than stopping anything at any point and asking anybody anything at the location. So it requires a lot more of learning about the process rather than just learning about the camera. So when you're shooting in a situation like that in an operation theater, you can't ask for a second take, right? You can't say no, we'll do it again. So there is absolutely no way you can make a mistake and ask them to do it again. So whatever is happening is what is happening, and you're just silently observing and capturing it. So that precision on your first take has to happen, and that I think we have nailed it eventually over the years, understanding sensitive environments and shooting under sensitive situations. So that's why not everybody can just walk into an operation theater and shoot what's happening.
That was amazing. Thank you so much, Rizwan, for your insights.
Thank you.